So ZANU-PF is carrying out its last cabinet meeting of the year 2025. And what are the possible issues that will be discussed on this cabinet meeting? I say it must be a crucial cabinet meeting. It remains to be seen on whether retired General Chwenga will attend this cabinet meeting or he will not attend it. And on this live broadcast, I'll be taking you through some possible issues that may be discussed on this cabinet meeting that is done today at the State House in Zimbabwe. Greeting, it is, I must emphasize that it is a high stake cabinet meeting politically for Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. Does it mean it is the real last cabinet in real sense? I don't think so, not for everyone. Of course, they may pretend this is the last cabinet meeting, but there are a lot of things that would be done because ZANU-PF intends to do a lot. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So ZANU-PF government of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa is undertaking its last cabinet meeting. And the key to this cabinet meeting may be the issues of 2030 term extension bill. We understand that the bill is already in place. It is waiting cabinet approval. Those who were entrusted to draft it have drafted it. And because if ZANU-PF is to actually introduce the bill to the Parliament of Zimbabwe and already taking into consideration of what we wake up in the morning hearing happened to the Parliament of Zimbabwe, where there were signs and traces of witchcraft. Of course, the state media have said nothing about that. Which may go to underscore that that was a political actually posture that we saw in Parliament. I think I've reported about this on the previous live broadcast. So definitely part of the issues that may be ventilated on this last cabinet meeting of ZANU-PF may be the 2030 term extension of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. The cabinet, there is high probability, will give a green light to this. As I said, of course, they may pretend as if this is the last cabinet meeting, but it won't be the last. A lot of scheming would be carried out. We may see also Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa coming through on ZBC, obviously in programs masqueraded as the end of the interview with actually a journalist that pushes the nefarious agenda of Mnangagwa. We may hear that interview. Of course, a lot of people would be interested in listening to that. We don't know what he will talk about. Last time he promised for heads to roll. Heads did roll, but not to the extent he had actually promised. To a lot of people were thinking that maybe he was contemplating at firing retired General Chwenga, but Chwenga has survived for the entire year. We wait to see whether this cabinet, if this cabinet meeting does not approve the 2030 term extension, then Themba Mliswa and others should forget that 2030 term extension bill would actually be passed through will actually be heard through the Parliament of Zimbabwe before the year end, and rather be passed by that Parliament. There may be a special sitting just before the year end. We await to see that. At the moment, we know speculations from ZANU-PF insiders have suggested that they want to present this bill as a Christmas to the bootlickers of Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. But definitely this would be clearly a bad Christmas for more than 80% of the majority of the people of Zimbabwe who are actually determined to do all they can to make sure that the 2030 term extension for Emerson Mnangagwa, which is, by the way, a very selfish, unconstitutional, inhuman, barbaric, and actually which is not in the interest of the nation. It will be the darkest cloud of the nation if that bill sees the light of the day. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okay, Umhlabane is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I